all. Today the topic is on the addition and subtraction of integers. We'll be discussing the basic skills on how to add and subtract numbers with signs. And this is a topic that you usually learn in grade 6, but I feel some are struggling even in high school. So let me try to help you here. Let's begin. Let us begin with the addition of two positive integers. Now 9 plus 5 is the example taken here, and there is nothing new to learn because we know 9 plus 5 is 14, and this is something which we have learned from our KG lessons. But then we did not know that numbers had signs, and we are dealing with positive 9 and positive 5, which gave us a positive 14. So from this picture, let me just tell you, I'm just making it a category, or I'm just putting it to the same house. The numbers with the same sign goes into the same house. Now both numbers are positive, they just get added and they go into the same house, the positive house with the same sign. We're going to apply the same concept with the addition of negative integers. We have negative 9 plus negative 5. Both the numbers are negative, so negative sign, they fall into the same house of negative numbers. So again, you just add the numbers, 9 plus 5 giving you 14. Now since both the numbers are negative, so they go into the same negative house. Now let's see what happens when you're trying to add negative 5 with positive 5. Now we know the answer is going to be 0, because negative 5 and positive 5 goes entirely in the opposite direction in a number line and equal distance in the opposite side, so the net result is going to be 0. I have minus 5, which is here, and I'm asked to add positive 5, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is where I land. And as I said earlier, the answer is 0. Or even if you look at the opposite way from 5, if you want to minus 5, it's just 5 jumps backward, and this is where you land. Now this is the case when you have equal values with opposite signs. Now let's look into the next question. Here we have negative 9 plus positive 5. Now what's the value? On the number line, they move in the opposite directions from 0. When you are adding integers with different signs, your answer will take the sign of the larger number. Now here it's not the concept that positive 5 is larger than negative 9, so for sure it's going to be a positive answer. No. We are talking about the value. Here 9 is greater than 5, so your answer is going to take the sign of negative 9, so it's going to be negative here. And since they are opposite in signs, they are unequal, you're not going to add them, you're going to subtract the absolute values of these two terms. So it's going to be 9 minus 5 giving you a 4. Now for those who are not familiar with what is the meaning of absolute value, it's just that you're just removing the negative sign. So the absolute value of negative 9 is just going to be 9. So 9 minus 5 is where you get that 4. And since 9 is a larger value and it has a negative sign, so this negative sign goes to your answer. Now I have put some questions here for your skill check. If you're getting them right, that means you have understood the concept. We have the first question, A, which is minus 20 plus 48. Note that it's a difference of sign here. You have a negative 20 and a positive 48. Whenever you have a difference in sign, step 1 is to subtract. So you're going to subtract the integers. Here it's going to be 48, the bigger number minus the smaller, and my answer is 28. Now the step 2 is to decide on the sign. Here the sign of the larger number. So here 48 is larger than 20 and 48 is positive. So my answer is going to be a combination of my step 1 and step 2. It becomes plus and 28. This is my answer. Going to question 2, 64 plus minus 90. So this is again a negative integer getting added with a positive. So my step 1 will be subtract. So whenever you see a positive and a negative integer, subtract. That's your first step. So 90 minus 64, and my answer is going to be 26. Step 2, who is the larger number? I can see 90 is larger than 64, so 90 has the negative sign, so my answer is going to be a combination of these two. So I put the negative sign, which is the sign of the larger number, and my answer is 26. Question C is negative 15 plus negative 30, so both are negative numbers, and so the answer will have the negative sign because they are negative, and you add them, so it's negative 45, 30 plus 15 giving me 45. Question D, negative 25 plus 50, again a negative sign and a positive. So when there is a difference of sign, go to my step 1 and step 2. Step 1 is subtract. So 50 minus 25 giving me 25. Now who is larger? 50 is larger than 25. So that 50 has a positive sign. So my answer is going to be plus 25. Even if you don't do this, if you just rearrange the question, see it's 50 minus 25, which is 25, right? Here again 48 minus 20, 28. Can put a logic that way too. In the last question you have a minus 72 plus 72, the same values with opposite sign. Your answer is going to be 0. Now I really hope this video has helped you and you have understood the concept. Let me know how you think about the lesson. Thank you for watching.